Hi and welcome to Eric Mesa Bricks. In this video I'm going to talk about knights and the medieval age and the possibilities that you have in the Lego universe. So let's get started. If you want to buy Lego minifigures at Legoland Deutschland, you just go into the Legoland entrance, that's right here, and you walk past the city shop, that's number 10, and on your way some point to the left, just before you get to the mini land, just before all those water features, you can get to this. This is the minifigure atelier or minifigure studio, as I like to call it. That's where you can get the minifigures in Legoland Deutschland. So let's talk about knights in Lego. First of all, let's start with the line knights. You can buy these, first of all, in the Lego online store, in regular Lego stores where they have the pick your own minifigure, and also, of course, in the medieval market and the large $400 castle, so the Line Knights castle. So let's put it right here. But first, I want to show you something, because there are 3 different helmets you can buy. Well, there are a lot more than that, but those are like my favorite. This one is molded shut, this one as well. This one is from the 80s. I remember this very fondly. So that also was available in black, I think, and in gray. Now it's a little bit shiny. And the one in the front with a movable visor, so you can pull this up and down, which is quite neat. All of them have the possibility to put feathers on, so that's quite nice. Also the printed shields. So these are the more royal of the line knights. In the large castle, I think the queen is made in this setup, so with the white and red trousers, as well as this upper body. Again, as a close-up, focus and restraint. You can see that the line knights upper body, the better one has a belt, like chain, as well as a necklace chain, so to speak. So there are 2 of them. In contrast, I'll just show you the regular ones, or the more common ones. Those are the more common ones. They just have the chain around the neck and just a regular belt. So these are the more regular line knights. I like those, especially the helmets are pretty cool. Those are, well, they haven't been around when I was playing Lego in my in my early not teens, before I was a teenager actually. And yeah, so I think they have been around in the early 2000s. So that was the castle theme of the early 2000s. But I really like those helmets, they look pretty cool. However, they are not the most expensive ones. If you buy them at Legoland or in your Lego store, maybe pick some other helmets. I will show you in a second. Up next, the Black Falcons, one of my favorite factions of all time. I think the color combination of black and blue is just amazing. The shield design is just awesome, and yeah, if you ever can buy those, do so. I really like them. They are just gorgeous to look at, and those would be like my go-to faction of if you ever want some bad guys around your castle. So those are the Black Falcon Knights. Up next, that's the Robin Hood faction, or the Forestmen. Right now you can have 2 choices, the blue or the green hat, again focus and restraint, as well as some painted or some different feathers in some colors. You don't get the black ones, because that's one, if you want black feathers or plumes, I think, I don't know, they are ridiculously expensive. Don't buy those. They are like, you can buy like 5 minifigures for the price of that feather. The shields, again, very nice. That's really cool. So Forest Man, one of my all-time favorites. I think the, what was it? The 6066 or 6066, the hideout, camouflaged hideout, that was one of my absolute all-time favorite sets. Last but not least, these are not really knight minifigures. So let me just show you those. Focus and restraint, please. Perfect. So let's put them on my wonderful display right here. So these are, those two are Vikings. You can buy them right now at the Lego.com website. They also have the round shield, which is quite nice, the helmet, and Viking torso. If you go to Legoland right now, there are just those two torsos available, or upper body parts. You can get 4 trousers or pants. There's just the blue one I'm missing. I don't know why, I just missed it while I was buying those. So sorry for that. But I get close to you once more, because here are some things to talk about. First of all, those lovely swords in dual molded, so 2 colors. They are absolutely gorgeous. I think they look really cool. If you want to use them in a fantasy mock or just regular, I think they just work perfectly fine. Also, as well as the helmets. So this one right here, that's a wonderful wizard's hat. I think it looks perfect. This one gives me Lord of the Rings vibes. It's actually, I think, the Dreams Nightmare King. I don't know if that's true. So those two I think are really cool. So they work just fine in a medieval layout or diorama if you want to. I've also showed you the Admiral. That's an Eldorado Fortress upper body part. That's also available. Those are also the more expensive ones. So if you want to go, if you want to purchase any of these, if you go to Legoland, the upper body parts of knights, Forest Men, and the Vikings, that's the go-to upper body part if you want to go for value, right? So last but not least, you can't really buy them at Legoland, at least not, you don't know what you get. Focus and restraint, please. These are from the minifigure series 25. But since they are available right now, I thought I include them in this video because, well, they work fantastically in a medieval setup. So let's talk about this real quick. First, the Barbarian with that sword I've talked about. With others, it's dual molded. This one is also dual molded, but not as nicely done. It's just more realistically, if you want to say so. I think that's the nice way to say this. Yeah, but also it looks a bit more boring, but also more realistic. In the middle, that's the Basil, the vampire knight. I didn't attach the cape. I'm really sorry. That's for dust reasons. I'm not an Incredibles fan, I think, so no cape. That's not the true reason, just because of the dust. And last but not least, the goat herd. That one comes again with a ghost. And also there's some round tile in white. Some guests said that's mozzarella cheese. So from now on, that's mozzarella cheese. Perfect. So these 3 minifigures you can buy at your local Lego store or some other places. In Germany, at least, Müller has them, or Smith Toys. And I think that's would be, for example, in the States, that would be like Target and other places like that. So in total, these are the knights or medieval period minifigures you can buy right now. Again, all these you can also buy at the lego.com website. If you go to a Lego store, at least to Legoland Deutschland, you know I've made a lot of videos about Legoland Deutschland because it's not super close to me, but kind of close. Let's quickly talk about that. So if you buy Lego minifigures there, focus and restraint, so real close. So what you always get is a trouser, an upper body, a headpiece, some hairpiece or helmet, and some accessory. And that's 2.49 euros, or well, it's almost the same in dollar price. So let's stick with, so it's 2.49. If you buy 6 of these, that's the reason why I've created these small plates and sets of 6. So if you buy the 6 of them, they are 12 euros. And that really doesn't matter if you go to Legoland Deutschland or to a Legoland or to a Lego store. However, you go to the Lego.com online store, there is a significant difference. For example, these headpieces right here are much more expensive than this one, or those ones. So you really have to take into account what you want to buy. If you just want to, for example, if you want to remake yourself as a Lego minifigure, go ahead and do so. That's always fun. But if you're there for the value, look out for knight upper body parts or the Forestman. That will give you the the best value. Don't go for regular helmets. However, those are pretty cheap online. Well, not Lego is not cheap. Let's be real for a second here. But those wizards hats, for example, they are really worth a pretty penny. So get those if you can. Well, 30 of them would be a bit too much. As you know, 30 minifigures per day per person. That's the limit, at least right now in Germany, in Legoland, Germany. Well, other than that, so this right here is what you can buy at the Lego.com online store for various pricing or various prices. So these minifigures are quite expensive, to be honest. These 3 you can buy in the small yellow boxes right now as part of the Lego minifigure series 25. You have to be well aware that you can scan some of those packages, so you know what's inside, but you can also weigh them. So please be careful if you go to a store and you just pick up, let's say 5 of those boxes and 4 are all the same and they are not what you wanted. It's probably because someone weighed them out before, so that's... I don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. I do it as well sometimes, or I try to. I'm not really lucky, but it's not really as intended, so I'm not a huge fan and I'm not going to do so in the future. But yeah, you can buy these like random, probably not random, because once they are, you can find a bunch of them, they are probably scanned, I would say, as a general term. So they are either been someone weighed them or scanned them, so that's like a general term. Opened, however, you can buy them on the secondary market. I don't know, eBay, for example, comes to mind, or Bricklink. There you can buy those, but they are quite expensive. So yeah, so that was my video about Lego minifigures in the medieval or age, or simply put, knights. My next video will be about, as you probably saw, a lovely stand, maybe about Star Wars. So I bought these and I definitely want to show them and will open them first and foremost. Also, I want to do a train video. Well, not like a real train, but more like a train station video. I think you can guess what's coming. So yes. So that was my video. I hope you liked it. So maybe you can share my content. That would be lovely. Or maybe you can just write a comment down in the comment section, what to improve, what to do. I'm always open for comments. So some people wrote me comments, others wrote me an email. That is also very lovely. Again, like the toughest thing I can say is no. So just if you have any questions, any recommendations, anything, any feedback, please give me. That would be lovely. You know, I'm only just beginning. And if you could share my content, it would be lovely. If you could become a subscriber of my channel, it would be awesome. And yeah, so videos are coming, and I hope you had some fun like I did. It was nice. So I hope you have a great time, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.